Welcome Summoners to week 220 of our top 5 plays, and I'm glad you made it here because we have an awesome episode for you today. Honestly, so many of the plays in this video were super close in skill, so it was hard for me to rank them, so go easy on me if you think certain plays should be swapped around. At the end, we're going to give away a couple of HyperX Cloud 2 headsets, so stay tuned, but for now we have an episode to go through, so let's get started with a cheeky little play from Bartz the Mimic on Bard. His team is coming mid, so he looks to set them up for a kill, but Gnar flash ults and they jump on Bard to try to burst him, but he strikes a pose with his ult and prays for mercy. Out of nowhere, the friendly Kalista saves the day with Fate's Call, allowing Bard to escape as blue team cleans up both Gnar and Vi. That was some pretty good stalling from Bard that lured the enemy champs to their death, so let's have another look at this bait before moving on to our number 4 play. Landing in at 4th place, we have Tomasada on Ahri with a beautiful team fight in the top lane. Blue team is trying to get some work done on this tower, but things go south quickly when Sejuani's ult lands on 2 and they get taken out of the fight instantly from a Ziggs ult. Ahri falls back and hits the only target safe enough to attack, but then Sejuani goes for Caitlyn and Ahri reacts quickly to dash and curve the orb back into Sejuani for the kill. She presses forward with 2 charges of her ult still up, using the first to close the gap and avoid the chain, and then a flash ult to put her in position for Spirit Rush, Foxfire, and Ludens to hit multiple enemies and pop 3 before queuing and going into Zhonya's. The orb returns back to her and hits Wukong, but at this point it's an easy cleanup as blue team takes the ace under the tower. We have a few more plays for you guys, so let's dive into this next one from Hygeus and Alistar in a Diamond 1 level match. We're at that point in the game where things are still really close and both teams are looking for that big play to put them ahead. Alistar and friends are trying to defend this tower, so when the enemy team moves in to chunk it, Alistar heads in. He hits a charm but still manages to get a 4-man pulverized, getting sucked back out by Kalista as the hero Cow gives his life for the follow-up 5-man Fate's Call, setting up the rest of his team to storm in. The enemy team try to dunk Kalista, but she slips down, and between Zed, Kassadin, and Nocturne, well, let's just say they can try their best to run. When all is said and done, Kassadin gets a double and Zed a triple, and then their entire team gets Baron, which is exactly that big play they needed to push them way ahead into the lead. Coming in at her number 2 spot is Pighead 10 on LeBlanc with a few sick moves and a jungle skirmish. 3 of her teammates just died after being caught out, but she can see Jinx recalling with low health, so she goes in and forces summon her heal, flashing the Braum Q while throwing at her chain and igniting, baiting out Ahri's QE with a fake auto as Ignite gets the kill. Ahri flashes into the brush, but some good clone baiting allows LeBlanc to auto attack for the kill, and with her cooldowns coming back up, she can turn and QW Braum to burst him for the triple. Knowing Vi doesn't ever Q back up, she throws out a chain and then decides to mimic for the double chain, queuing to proc the sigil for the quad. Riven moves in and readies her ult, but LeBlanc has too much distance on her, and then right at the last second she jukes back and continues running. Confident, she turns with a chain, but she can't really kill Riven, so a final distortion outruns the ult and gets her to safety after a beautiful cleanup quad. And for our number 1 pro play for this week, we have Cabris on Lissandra with a hype counter play. The scores are close and everything is calm for right now, but the enemy team sees Volibear near Baron and decides to engage at the same time Graves goes back to base. They speed in with Righteous Glory and Sivir ult, forcing Cabris to eat half the range, but she sees an opening to flash back in W, ulting herself on all 5, and then right after she Qs and Zhonya's just in time to avoid the Tibber stun. Once she gets out, we see a great W to freeze the enemy team's front line in place, allowing her team to focus them down much faster than the enemy team is killing Volibear. With the blue team in full retreat and no tanks to protect them, they press forward as 5 and get Graves the quadra kill, giving them the ace and win off of that turnaround play. Considering the circumstances they were in, not many players would have had the presence of mind to turn what looked like a really strong engage from the enemy team into a clean ace. Let's check that out one more time as we see a beautiful tornado hit 3, and at this point it's effectively a 1v5 and it looks like a free pick on Lissandra, but instead of giving Baron, she fights back and comes out way ahead. And for the bonus clip of the week, we have an intense XPK from Rich Gang Zoe on Garen. At 44 minutes in, disaster strikes when the enemy team gets a pick they've been waiting for, but if we look at the map, we quickly realize that was a bait. Garen rushes into the enemy base, and he's the last hope for Red Team, so they fight with everything they have as he begins the backdoor while his entire team goes down. As the rest of this plays on, I'm really excited to let everyone know about this massive one-day sale going on right now for HyperX's Cloud 2 headsets and their Fury mouse pads. I've been using their Cloud 2 headset since it came out earlier this year, and I've always thought it's the best bang for your buck headset on the market, but that can't be any more true today because for the next 12 hours or so, it will be on sale for 80 bucks. Same goes for the mouse pad, and today it's on sale for only 13. If you've ever thought about picking up either of these, now is the time to do it. There are direct links to purchase them on Amazon via the description box down below, so check it out if you're interested. I believe the sale is only for NA, but fear not everyone else, we're giving away 2 Cloud 2 headsets in today's video for the special occasion. If you want to enter the giveaway, follow the link which will also be in the description box below. From what I've heard, these prices won't ever get this low again, at least for a long time, so now's a good time if ever. As a final note, we haven't had the chance to shout this out yet, but we started a new video series a couple of months back over on HyperX's channel called Woods Here Plays. The second episode came out today, and I'm really proud of this series, so here's an annotation to go check it out. Thanks for watching, everyone. It's been delightful as always, and I hope you enjoyed today's top 5.